I've had actually somewhat offers like that.
Oh, really?
Okay. I'm okay on that
From people in the Muslim community.
Yeah, but
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sahabat semuanya, dalam sebuah podcast seorang wanita Kristen dengan pria Muslim, wanita ini berpendapat bahwa poligami itu baik, tetapi dia sendiri tidak mau jika dipoligami atau menjadi istri kedua, ketiga, atau keempat. Bagaimana poligami dalam Islam adalah praktik seorang pria menikahi lebih dari satu wanita dengan batas maksimal 4 istri. Ini diatur dalam Al-Qur'an, tepatnya dalam Surah An-Nisa ayat 3, yang menyatakan bahwa seorang pria boleh menikahi 2, 3, atau 4 wanita jika ia mampu berlaku adil. Namun, ayat tersebut juga menekankan bahwa jika tidak bisa berlaku adil, maka lebih baik menikahi satu saja.
why is there a conception that women don't have rights in Muslim countries, and is there any truth to it?
For example, on the issue of whether a woman has a say in the marriage, surely she does have a say in the marriage. And in fact, there's a verse in the Qur'an that says that a woman has as much as the man has in terms of rights, except that the man has 1 degree over her. So the Qur'an does not embellish the rights of the man as much as the Western man thinks that it does. Of course, there is such a thing as obedience, and of course, there's such a thing as gender roles. Of course, there's such a thing as polygamy in Islam, that man can marry multiple wives, and the polygyny, really.
What if she says no to it? What if he says, I want wife number 2, and she says no?
Look, no one can force anyone to do anything they don't want to do, especially if she had put that as a stipulation in the contract for marriage.
Then he can't do it?
If she, according to one view, another view says that he can still do it because it's his God-given right. But
what's your view?
I take the first view.
That
if she had put it in the contract, he has to follow that.
Okay.
But if she hasn't put it in the contract, then he can
just take the L.
Yeah.
Sorry, just take the L.
Well, for the woman, you're saying.
Well, if she didn't want it, it'd be an L, right?
Yeah, sure, but it's not going to be like that because in practice.
Well, Westerners are in soft polygamy anyway, so that's the thing. It's like, I'm like, guys, you realize that if you have an ex-boyfriend, you're in soft polygamy in a way, or like if you're in a situationship, that's basically polygamy. The women have more rights under Islam.
Yeah.
Like in a way.
I agree. No, I agree with that. Look,
but that's why they'll kind of, I'm not for polygamy, so don't misquote.
That's very interesting.
I know. Well, okay.
Really?
How do I put this? I'm not for or against. I think people are gonna do what they're gonna do.
Pada dasarnya, kebanyakan wanita memang tidak ingin dimadu atau dipoligami. Ini karena secara fitrah, wanita memiliki perasaan ingin dicintai secara eksklusif, dihargai, dan merasa spesial dalam pernikahan. Ada beberapa alasan kuat mengapa mayoritas wanita menolak poligami.
So if you were married and your husband wanted to get a second wife, what would you say?
I'd just rather not.
Okay, no, what if he does it?
I'd say, could we not? Well, I mean, if I have a kid by him, like you gotta stick it out at that. Like, what are you gonna do? Go be a single mom? Like, your life will it be better?
But you would say to him, you'd rather not. But
yeah, I mean, I think
what if a man was married and wanted you as a second wife, or a third, or fourth?
I'd rather not. You know, I've had actually somewhat offers like that.
Oh, really?
Okay. I'm okay on that.
From people in the Muslim community.
Yeah, but not. I don't want to. But like,
fair enough.
I mean, I don't know how serious they were.
No, probably fully serious because they can marry a Christian woman. They're allowed to.
I don't know. I didn't explore it that far because.
No, but I find that interesting because it seems to me that
I think a lot of Christians are hypocritical.
Maybe you're affected by feminism a little bit here.
Maybe. No.
Jika dibandingkan, poligami lebih baik daripada bermain wanita atau menyukai banyak wanita tanpa tanggung jawab. Namun, poligami bukan solusi sembarangan dan hanya boleh dilakukan oleh pria yang benar-benar mampu berlaku adil, bertanggung jawab, dan memiliki niat yang baik jika tidak bisa adil. Lebih baik menikahi satu istri saja ke Surah An-Nisa 3. Menurut Anda, apakah poligami adalah solusi terbaik bagi pria yang sulit setia? Atau ada cara lain yang lebih baik?
I think Christians are hypocritical.
Go on.
Okay, because the Christians will say the Muslims are so bad because they do the polygamy. You guys can't have polygamy, yada, yada, yada. And okay, maybe one part of me understands where they're coming from. It's kind of weird to me for a guy to have multiple wives. That's odd.
Really?
Wait. But I think it's hypocritical because, I mean, ladies, how many of us were virgins on our wedding days? Like, it's like...
No, in the Muslim community, it's like 90%.
Yeah, well, okay, I'm talking about, like, I'm saying this is why it's hypocritical.
Sure.
How many women have been with a cheating ex-boyfriend? Like, everyone. How many women in the West have shared a man at some
See,
point?
that stuff doesn't apply to the Muslim community almost at all.
I understand, but I'm saying, like, in the West, it's
I'm with you.
I think it's really hypocritical for them to judge the polygamy so harshly when we are effectively doing the same thing, because most women share a man at some point. And even in Christian, because most Christians, like, statistically, in the West, 3% of women are waiting for a religious reason for marriage. So it's not like even the tradcon women are doing it. Like, I just think it's a bit hypocritical.
Yeah.
That's
let me be clear. Like, on the most contentious issues that affect women today in Islam, I would say number one is polygamy, or the man that can have up to 4 wives at one time. A woman cannot do the same. A man can marry a Christian or a Jew, whereas a woman can only marry a Muslim man.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're supposed to, well, even in the Christian point of view, like, if you submit, I think it's weird when women don't take their husband's religion, because it's like, if you're supposed to trust him in all things.
Sure, no, we wouldn't go that far. We would say a woman still has to think for herself. I mean, definitely.
Well, yeah, but why would you be with a guy where you don't trust his judgment? That's like
no, but with
point.
Religion, everyone has to have their own judgment.
Well, yeah, I think you should trust your...
No, I get you. Yeah. Okay, so the third thing is, obviously on this point, obedience